Hey there, Sooner football fans. He's repping Texas A&M for one reason or another, but he's your newest commitment. That is 2025 three-star athlete Marcus James from right up the road in Midwest City at Carl Albert High, a school where OU has made serious inroads. Three-star 2024 running back Xavier Robinson already committed. Four-star 2025 quarterback Kevin Sperry already committed from that very school. And now Marcus James is on board as well. Man, very much appreciate your time with us here today. And let's just keep it broad, kind of let you go whatever direction you want to go here. But why OU? Why did it make sense for you?
It made sense for me because I grew up watching OU. I always been a huge OU fan. But the one thing that I didn't like about OU, like in the past, is the defense because they wasn't known for having a great, outstanding defense. But now with Coach Venables here and him 2 years in and already making the improvement he has so far, I just know he's going to take this program to the next level and win a national championship. So that's probably why I hopped on board because I know he's going to turn me into a Buckets Award winner because he did that to 8 other linebackers so far. So as a linebacker, who's better to play for than Coach Venables?
There you go, man. And obviously, that's a very natural, very immediate question everybody is going to have about you is, well, what position are you going to play at Oklahoma? And you kind of just touched on it there, but linebacker is going to be your spot. Kind of explain why that fit appeals to you beyond the opportunity to play for Coach Venables and how eager you were when you first got that opportunity at the very prospect of being able to play linebacker at a place like OU.
Yeah, being able to play linebacker at a place like OU because knowing Coach Venables' defense, it's an attacking defense. So knowing somebody's going to make a play or like we're always bringing pressure. And I sat through film with him and Coach Roof one time, and he said the scheme for the defense is they stunt and then one man should go unblocked. And if you go unblocked, there's no reason you shouldn't make the play. So that really stood out to me, according to like going to other places and hearing how their defense is ran. So that really stood out to me and put me in a position to just go make plays and get my name out there.
Talk a little bit about your experience at OU on the several visits you've been on, the interactions you've had with the staff, your peers. Man, like what about the people at OU made you feel so at home in Norman?
Oh yeah, the whole process ever since I got the OU offer. Well, even a little bit before, uh, they made me feel welcome at home. They're really trying to get me to stay home. Like every time I make an announcement about my commitment or anything, OU fans more so than anybody go and blow it up insanely, like an insane amount. So I really feel like they really want me to stay home and come to OU and play for OU. So that really stood out to me. And then also going to all these visits and then people knowing me and just talking to me and just my interaction with the fans has just been an awesome experience. I really haven't got much places else.
Now, the Carl Albert Sooners, man, I mean, this is a pretty unique deal. It's very rarely that Oklahoma has recruited one school as heavily and successfully recruited one school at that, uh, as heavily as they have recruited Carl Albert in both the 2024 and 2025 classes. So to have so many of those guys that you're going to battle with every Friday night, not only in classrooms with you, in the weight room with you, obviously on the field with you, but to be able to look forward to playing with those same dudes for another 4 or 5 years. How exciting is that to be a part of this little contingent that's all headed to Norman after high school?
Oh yeah, that's awesome because me having the connection with Kevin X and probably maybe a few other of my teammates that might come. We're trying to get to come know you. That would be awesome because we already know each other, excel each other. So once we get on campus, it would just like kick off from the start. It would just pick up where we left off. You know what I mean?
Now, as far as Kevin, man, obviously he's the quarterback, right? He's kind of the figurehead of the 2025 class, and he's a very, very active peer recruiter. I know he hadn't been at Carl Albert long, but how much has Kevin been in your ear making sure you know OU's the place?
Not gonna lie, Kevin gave me my freedom to just branch out and like find the right fit for me. That's really what he wanted. But then every now and then he'd say like he'd make a comment about OU or OU's recent game or just anything related to OU. He just like make comments here and there. So it's just so he knows I know and keep that in the back of my mind. So I would say he did a pretty good job, but it's a good thing that having him on the team. It's just made my comfort levels like being able to call OU home a lot easier.
Now, being able to watch the Sooners on the field in 2023, because you mentioned there is that stigma with the defense, right? Defense has not been great historically. Coach Venables came to town with the intention of turning that around, and having witnessed them go 6-7 and encounter some bumps in the road in year one, but to see the turnaround to 7-1, nationally ranked in the top 10 in year two here in 2023, is that kind of confirmation of what you already believed would be the case? Is it kind of proof that the concepts and the philosophies that Coach Venables has instilled at Oklahoma, those are working?
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Because year one, you new coach, new defense, new all that. You're not going to really execute it how you want to. Then year two, you're still fixing out little bumps and bruises. So you're just building up and up. So by the time I get to college and get there, it should be straight. So by the time I get there, we'll all know the defense in and out. He'll be performed perfectly like he wants it to be, and I just know that'll be huge. And I just know that'll be awesome.
Now, you had several other big time scholarship offers. At what point in the process did you know, despite all the interest from schools here, schools there, what point did you know? Was there a moment it clicked for you? Okay, Oklahoma's the place I need to be.
The moment that clicked for me would probably be the Iowa State game right before they played Texas. I'm talking to the players, talking to the coaches, talking to Kevin, Trinae, because they're at the game with me, X. And I'm just sitting back there thinking, pregame, I don't really think I could go anywhere else other than OU because I'm watching this defense play. I'm watching the game unfold. I'm like, man, defense out there really doing their thing. I'm watching the Sam McCullough, and he's out there making plays left and right. I'm like, that could be me. And I just know that's when it clicked for me that I knew I wanted to go to OU.
There you go, man. Well, what kind of player and what kind of person are the Oklahoma Sooners getting in Marcus James? What do you aim to bring to the table when you get to campus?
Oh yeah, I aim to bring a hardworking, dedicated individual. Obviously, the classroom comes first and foremost, but also the plan to come be a leader of the defense, come lead that defense, just be a great person, great teammate, all that. Just push my teammates to be better, so we can be much better toward the end than once I started and got there.
How high do you think this 2025 class can fly? And on a broader scale, how high do you think the Sooners can fly under Coach Venables?
Coach Venables, he's doing some heavy recruiting. Like I'm talking to some of the OU recruits that he's recruiting, and I just can't wait till it unfold because I know a couple people that might head over to OU if we just keep on doing our thing. So I feel like the sky's the limit. I feel like we can win a national championship probably my first or second year, or when I get to college. So I just believe I have high hope for this team. So and high hopes for the recruiting class because the way that they recruit, they know they make it stand out that they want you, and they make it more so like a relationship type deal than a business than like other places.
All right, man. Last thing for you. What do you think, if you had to pick one thing that stands out above the rest, what has you most excited to be an Oklahoma Sooner?
Probably the best thing about being an Oklahoma Sooner is staying home, being close to my friends and family. Because why not be a hometown hero? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty awesome for me. That's probably one thing standing out for me.
There you go, folks. That's three-star athlete Marcus James. Got a feeling he'll pick up that fourth star at a certain point. Regardless, if you haven't been out to a Carl Albert game thus far this year and you live in the Sooner State, probably worth the trip, even if it is a couple hours to watch them, because that is one special program and chock full of guys that are future Sooners, of which obviously Marcus is one. Man, congrats on the commitments. Enjoy it tonight, and we'll catch up again soon.
Sir.